Good day. I am Rob Gonzalez, leading the Group 1 in our research titled as Explicit Ably Slurs, Measuring the Awareness and Recognition of the UM Students at Arellano University, JASC. In a world where language shapes our perception, we explore how aware and sensitive students are towards ableist slurs, terms that perpetuate stereotypes and marginalizes people with disabilities. Through this study, we aim to highlight the importance of understanding such harmful language, its impact, and how we can foster a more inclusive and respectful environment. Join us as we delve into the methodology part of our study.
Now, let's talk about our research, the research design. This study will use a quantitative descriptive research design focusing on understanding on how well the UM students at Arellano University Jose Abad Santos campus know and recognize ableisters, which are offensive words or directed at people with disabilities.
For our research instrument, questionnaires were used to efficiently collect consistent data on UM students' understanding and opinion about ableist slurs, allowing for easy analysis and comparison across different student groups.
For this paper, the researchers will look into the participants' awareness of ableist slurs by the use of a questionnaire. A sentence will be given, and the aim of the participants is to type out what they believe to be the ableist slur or how problematic the term given is based on the scenario in the questions.
In this study, we will utilize the simple random sampling technique to select a representative sample of students from the UMS department. By employing this method, each student will have an equal and independent chance of being selected, ensuring an unbiased and diverse sample that accurately reflects the broader students' body's awareness and recognition of ableist slurs. This approach eliminates potential biases that could arise from subjective selection methods, such as convenience or judgmental sampling, and minimizes sampling errors by providing every student an equal opportunity to participate.
For our research, we will survey a sample of 222 UM students from Arellano University JASC, determined through the Sloven's formula based on a total population of 500 students and a 5% margin of error. This sample size ensures statistical significance and reliable results that can be generalized to the entire UM student population. Participants will be randomly selected from 10 sections of the UM strand, with each section contributing 20 to 23 students. This random sampling method guarantees equal representation, reduces bias, and provides a diverse range of perspectives, enabling us to accurately assess the awareness and recognition of ableist slurs among the students.
In data gathering procedure, in order to assess the awareness of ableist slurs among students at Arellano University, we will conduct a study involving a random sample of 222 students from the top 500 enrolled in the UMS program. By selecting participants from 10 different sections, we aim to ensure the sample is representative and diverse. The students will complete an anonymous survey designed to gauge their understanding of ableist language and its potential impact. After gathering the survey responses, we will analyze the data to evaluate the students' awareness of this issue.
For our second step, the survey will measure students' recognition of ableist slurs, their understanding of the harm caused by such language, their attitude towards disability inclusion and equality, and their level of exposure to ableist terms in various settings. For our third step, administering the survey in a manner that ensures anonymity and confidentiality, encouraging honest responses. Through this step, the survey questionnaires are distributed in a way that the responses are ensured to be confidential as well as the anonymity of the individuals aimed to answer the survey. Through the discreteness of anonymity, the participants are more likely to feel comfortable and open in answering the questions, which will provide the researchers more honest responses as their data will be protected.
For the fourth step, the data will be organized according to a predefined format or structure, such as tables, spreadsheets, or databases, where each data point is categorized consistently. This structure ensures that each variable is clearly defined and placed into specific categories, making the data easy to interpret, compare, and analyze.
Now, for the very last step, we will analyze the collected data to identify patterns and draw conclusion to support our research objective.
Again, I am Rob Andre Y. Gonzalez for leading the Group 1 in Practical Research. Thank you.